So just a little bit of bike tech. Trying to release the left hand cup on a standard bottom bracket. And for the life of me, the tool just isn't turning it. So I'm going to show you a quick trick on what you can do. So I've got 3 of these tools and they're all different heights. And you just pick one of them which you think might work. The problem is now these are hollow. So we can pop that in there. The reason I went with the smallest one is I just want to be clear of that axle just enough that my big washer here can slip on the outside. It doesn't bind up on it. But if I put a bolt now into that axle, it'll hold the bottom bracket tool against the cup, and then I can get a big wrench and just swing out of it. The washer could be any washer really. I got that out of my headset tool. Pretty big hole in the middle of it, but that'll be the arrangement. Washer, cup. I will also just use the original crank bolt in the middle of all that. So pop that there. And the original crank bolt doesn't pass through, and that's going to lock everything in place. Bring it over to the bike. Basically just feed that in 1 or 2 threads so it doesn't fall. Pop on the cup. That's the tool. And actually, do you know what? I don't really want to thread that bolt the whole way in because it's covered in Loctite and the axle's spinning. So what I'll do is I'll get a spacer for that one as well. So as is the case most of the time with a lot of these projects, trial and error, I've now gone back to get my biggest tool, the tallest one. And the reason being, it takes up enough space there that I can properly get the bolt to tighten up against this. So, and I've also got plenty of space to fit my adjustable spanner in there. There'll be plenty of torque to try and get this out. So the last thing I want to say is make sure that the tool can just rock over and back, but not left and right. And then this bolt will be quite snug. When this cup tries to leave the frame, it's going to bind against this. So you do need to back this off as the cup's removed. Once you get it turning, there's no real need to have the big washer here and stuff like that. You can try to just get it out by regular means then. This is just to initially get the cup started, and it makes life a lot easier, and it also means you don't start stripping teeth off the cup or the tool. So that's the benefit here. The reason why this technique could be good is I have exhausted all efforts using the hammer. I put my back into it here, damn near broke my back, and then basically, you know, you want stability on that bottom bracket tool. If you happen to need leverage, I'm nearly hitting the wall here. That's about 3.5 to 4 foot of leverage, and that's what it took to actually open the bottom bracket. And now that it's moving, basically, well, it's loose, so I can work it by hand now. I don't need such extreme measures. So the last thing I want to talk about is the direction to turn the cups. How do you know you're going the right way? This particular bottom bracket was so tight that yes, I did need 4 foot of leverage, but also that it's so tight that you actually doubt yourself on which direction you're going to turn it. And the only thing I can say is that when you're taking a bottom bracket out, it doesn't matter if it's the left side or the right side cup, you're going to turn the tool towards the bottom of the frame. So you're going to go anti-clockwise here, and I think on the other side you're going to go clockwise. So if you look at my hand here, we're going to go around to the bottom of the frame, in which case if I have the tool here, I'll be leaning down on the tool. So the handle of my tool will be spinning towards the bottom of the frame, and that's on both sides of the frame. That's how you know it's going to come off. And that's how I knew I wasn't going to strip these delicate little threads out of the frame when I had 4 foot of a leverage on it, because the problem there is you do not know the feel. You've got no feeling when you've got that much leverage on the tool itself. So the confidence is just knowing that.